So I'm about to walk in and watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. The first trailer, I don't know, didn't really win me over all that much, but the second trailer, I dug that trailer. And so I'm excited for this movie. I've watched all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies for the first time over the past few weeks in preparation for this new one. So I'm really excited for it, about to go in and watch it, and I'll tell you what I thought of it when I get out. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I talk about a bunch of movies and TV shows on this channel. If you're new here, down below in the comment section, share what you thought of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, over on my channel. I have more content like this. Check those out once this video is over. And with that said, let's just get started talking with the review, starting with the good. And let's just cut straight to the chase here. I just really enjoyed this movie, and it's a great 21st century adaptation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where it feels like it's a movie set in the present day. The 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles very much felt like it was filled with 90s cheesiness, to me at least, and this very much feels like a modernized version of what the Ninja Turtles are. And so that's right off the bat what I really thought worked about this movie, is that it leaned into 21st centuryisms and used that as a little bit of an advantage when it comes to the film. And that was an aspect that I thought really worked about it. Other thing here, the Turtles themselves actually feel like modern day teenagers. It is called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and so this is the one where, of all the iterations of the Turtles, I think that this might be the best iteration of them, because they actually feel like how modern day teenagers would act, how they would speak, how they would do certain things. And it's like I said, it's very much a 21st century Turtles movie, and it feels very much like a Turtles movie that have teenagers. Like, I'm sorry, that sentence might have come out wrong. What I meant to say was, it very much feels like the Turtles are teenagers in the present day, because they do things that teenagers in the present day would probably do.
Because he kills everyone who does.
Whoa. And another thing that really worked about here is the themes in the movie about fitting in and being accepted by the humans works much better here than it does in any of the previous adaptations of Ninja Turtles, in my opinion. It's a very not mature, but very effective version of something we've seen in all the other films, from the 1990s films to Michael Bay's movies. It's always kind of been there, but this movie does it just much more effectively, because I think you care about the characters more, because there's always just these nice arcs and characters sprinkled all throughout the movie, because they got the characters just right. So, like, Raphael's like the crazy one, Leonardo's trying to be a better leader. It has all of that, but it's just a lot more compelling, and every single character goes on a journey. From the Turtles to Splinter, they just all have some sort of character growth by the time you get to the end of the movie. And because it's so good at being sort of this character study of the Ninja Turtles, I think it's also the most satisfying and maybe emotional of all the Ninja Turtles movies, because it just culminates in the finale to this satisfying ending for all of our characters. And that's just what I thought was really good about this film. Of course, another thing you got to talk about with this movie is the animation. If you've seen the trailers, you probably know what the animation looked like, but it's like 2D stylistic hand-drawn animation classic combined with 3D modern day animation. You blend those together, it just makes for something very unique and creative in and of itself. We've seen this sort of animation style before with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Very recently we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. They even did it last year just a little bit with the bad guys, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and this movie has the same-esque sort of animation vibes, but it combines all these different styles here. Like, characters will be doing their scenes, having a conversation or something like that, and behind them in the background there will be like crayon scribbles in the color to represent the background, and it just, that animation, I love the way it kind of looks, and it's a new creative way of doing animation, and so that was a very cool aspect of the movie. Another thing is that this is also, of course, a very humorous movie, as the teenagers do their little antics. Like, my theater was laughing all throughout it. We'll get more into a little bit of that later in this video, but I thought this movie was very funny. And so in general, just a great Ninja Turtles movie. I just really enjoyed what they did with it. From there, let's move on to the bad. And really, I only have two big issues with the film, and I think that's just the way my brain is. It doesn't hurt the film in general. It's just the way my brain is. I think it hurt it for me a little bit. So first off, I didn't really find the antagonist plotline as interesting as the character journeys, the character plots, but the actual story that it went with, I'm not really sure it was as interesting as the stuff with the characters. Like the villain, whenever it cuts back to the villain, Superfly, I'm just like, okay, cool, but I just want to get back to seeing what the Turtles are up to. And the second one up here is that maybe some of the humor won't work for other people. What I mean is that the dialogue, the certain lines of dialogue, are very specific to only this human generation, Generation Z. Some of the dialogue is just very specific towards that, and so there are some funny bits in there that I understood. I don't think my dad and my brother understood some of the jokes in here, and so very specific dialogue to certain people that will be funny for some people, but other people won't understand, and those other people will probably understand some other jokes, and these people won't. So, depending on your taste of humor, you're probably not going to get some of the jokes in here, but in general, just a really good Turtles movie that I think is one of the best Turtles adaptations, maybe the best Ninja Turtles movie to me. And so, overall final score is a B+ for me. I would definitely recommend watching this movie, especially for families. It's a very enjoyable, very entertaining movie. And so, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Over on my channel, I have more content like this. Check those out right now. Click that like button, be sure to subscribe, and down below in the comment section, share what you thought of the movie. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end, and I will see you in the next one.